So in the last video we did install the management station, but I also mentioned that we was not really done. Because yes, we did install R81.20. So you see here, Checkpoint recommends the version for all deployment is R81.20 take 631 with its recommended Jumbo hotfix. So do we have this recommended Jumbo hotfix installed? First of all, let's just check which version or which Jumbo hotfix is the latest. So the latest and recommended is take 41. Now we'll zoom. So how do we check if we have take 41 on it? So if we go back to our VMware workstation and we have our Windows 10 machine here, there are a few ways to check this. So if we just log in here, we can see that we can go down to status and versions and we do all. So currently we don't see anything. And if you don't have anything here, you have nothing extra installed on it. We can also see it within the Smart Console. We have recommended updates, recommended Jumbo. But remember, we didn't have any internet. So we are not able to reach internet. We are not able to reach our default gateway. So what is the recommended way to actually check what type of software that you have installed on your Checkpoint device? Well, that is to go into expert mode and I will do clear. And the command to check this is cp info -y space all. cp info -y space all. Then this will list all the type of hot fixes, additional things that you have installed. And currently we don't have anything extra installed. So how do we actually install this Jumbo hotfix, or how do we get it? How to get it is that we go to Checkpoint's website. We go to the Jumbo hotfix R81.20. We see here that we want the recommended one, and then we can select download hotfix. And then we take the tar file for the CPU's upgrade. So this one. And now we actually need to sign in to get this one. So I'm signed in on Checkpoint's website and then I can click download. So I'm downloading this on my Windows 11 host machine. And you're able to do like this. So you can go to Windows 10. Settings. And then under option, here you have shared folders. So we can do always enable, and I will do like this. And then we can add. So I can add this download, of course. So we can do this one, host machine downloads. Okay. Then it will show up here as shared folder. This folder is empty, so this one doesn't have anything. I don't know if this was the correct folder, first of all. So we go back to option, shared folders, add, host path, and I want this one. And we call it, yeah, we can call it downloads too. And okay. So shared folders, downloads. So here we have all the downloads that I have on my host machine. So if I go to host machine, it's the same here as we see in this one, just a different order. So here we have the Checkpoint Jumbo hotfix take 41. It's being downloaded. I don't know if it's done. I hope so. So that's one way to do it. Because my machine here, my VM machine, it doesn't have internet access either. And the reason for this, if I do like this, if I open the network settings, it has no public internet. And I mentioned before, like, yeah, this is connected to two interfaces. Well, I haven't enabled this one. So I can connect here, connect, and then it should get internet. So identifying, and hopefully it will get the internet so you're able to surf. But as I mentioned, we don't need that because we can share files between the different hosts. So it's not mandatory, but it's convenient. So if I do the same, ping Google, hopefully this should work. It says connected at least, internet access. I don't know why ping doesn't work on this one. Yeah, so ping is working. So I guess we can surf to Google. Check point. Yeah. So internet is now working on this this machine. So I mean, we can download it from the Windows 10 directly or from the host and just share the file. It depends on how you want to do it. So how do we actually upgrade? We can do it multiple ways. And I would say the easiest is to do this status and actions. Here we have the CPUs. And what we want to check first is like, okay, this agent deployment, is this the correct version? So we want to see that this is the latest and greatest, first of all. So we search for checkpoint DA agent download, so you can check the SK92449. Scroll down here. So the latest and greatest is 2337. What did we have on our machine? We have 2255. So we don't have the latest and greatest. Let's download this. So download. And we go to my host machine again. We want to take the configuration. We want to install DA. So we browse. And here we have the deployment agent. Install. So now we get the latest CPU's agent on this this machine. This can be done in full production. The DA agent is something that normally auto updates. Because we don't have internet, this doesn't happen. But it's no problem to have this updated anytime. And next step is that because we don't have internet, we cannot check for updates, but we can import the package. So we browse the package, and then we have this TJZ, or this tar file for this latest recommended jumbo hotfix. So we take this one, open, and then import, and this should go fairly quick. Of course, it's depending on your bandwidth and so on, how fast you're able to upload it. And as you see, they can become quite large. So this is 2.1 gigs. So yeah. You can, of course, do this full process within CLI. We will do that on the gateways when we install them. So we will do one gateway with the web GUI, and we will do one gateway with fully in CLI. But this is the easiest way to do it in the CPUs in the Gaia portal using CPUs. So we see now that the packet has been imported. So the next step that we would do is that we click on this one, scroll up again, and we should have something called verify. So we can right click on this and verify upgrade. So that's the first thing that we will do, and after we have done the verification, it will say like, yeah, this is available for install. So if there is any issues, like there is any colliding packages, not enough disk space or whatever, this verification will say it. It will also say here, if we will install this upgrade, it says, while the package is installing, the cp stop and cp start command are run. After the package is installed, the machine reboots. So this means that you will have an outage. Okay, what does an outage mean? If you lose the management station, you're unable to change rules, see logs or whatever within your gateways. But if you're doing the upgrade on your management station, your gateways doesn't stop. So the management station can be offline. They will save all the logs locally, they will still pass the traffic. So all your production traffic will still work, but you're unable to make any changes on the rule base. So you may still need to do this in the maintenance window, because you're also unable to log into the smart console and check the rules, check the logs, etc. So if we would be doing this in full production, well, one of the things that you want to make sure to fix before is that under management and settings, you want to see if someone else is connected to the management station. So within the management and settings, there is sessions. So you can do view sessions. So here all the admins will be listed, and if they are connected, if they are editing something. So this is something that you should check before. So at least the team that is working with this environment should be aware if you're planning to do an upgrade. And as this is a lab, as this is just installed, as we don't have any gateways, as this is, yeah, it's empty. There is no risk for us to install this Jumbo hotfix, but I will still close down the smart console. And then I will do install upgrade. And yes, I will allow it to do automatic reboot after. So this will install, and it will say some progress here, how it's going. We can of course check in CLI the same. But I think that the logging for checking the process is actually better within the GUI than it is in CLI. We will check CLI later when we're doing the gateways. So I don't know, if I move my head, you can see here, installing hotfix, duration, unpacking the package, and it will say a lot of things here what it's doing. So this is quite fast to do it. It's done under an hour, so you don't need any huge maintenance window or so. So this is soon done. It's 99%. Let's see if I can do like this. Maybe it shows easier. Yeah, okay. So the system reboots now, so it's but it took about 10 or 12 minutes, maybe 15 minutes in total for the hotfix to be applied, and then it takes a while for it to reboot and start all the processes. Depending on how big your management machine is, what type of spec it is. I mean, if you do this in an what we call a multi-domain system, where you can have a lot of virtualized management stations, I mean, a reboot can take 30-45 minutes if you have like, I don't know, 40 virtual machines on it. So it really depends. Now the system has the login screen. So it says it's still rebooting here, but we can try to log in with SSH. And as you see here in CLI, it says that it was rebooted because of, it doesn't say why, but it's going down for reboot. So let's reconnect and do expert. And we can see now when it starts, it's using a lot of CPU. You see that it's 200% or 300%. So when it comes to like Linux or Checkpoint, it will be 100% per CPU. So this one has 0 to 5. That's 6 CPUs in total, meaning this value in total can be 600%. So 100% is not max. It's the number of CPU cores in total, that is the max value. And you can remove all this by pressing 1. Then you see an average. So we're averaging using 20%, even that it says like 200% here. If I press 1 again, I see all the dedicated CPU cores. And normally you want to wait a while so this calms down, meaning the CPU goes lower. So this value is closer to 1 or 0, normally 1. So you see that the CPU is not loaded, so you see that it's done. There are more ways to check if all the required processes are up and running, but we will not go into that now. You see that we get the prompt. So we get the prompt now that we can log into the Gaia portal. And we see here version R81.20 Jumbo hotfix 41. We can also see it here under CPUs. If we do all, we see hotfixes. So this is how we see that a hotfix has been installed. As I mentioned before, we can also do cp info y all. And this will show all the packages that has been installed as well. So here you see Jumbo hotfix take 41. And these Jumbo hotfixes, they include a bunch of stuff. We haven't talked about it as of yet, but here you see like the web console update, it's take 90. So there are stuff that is included within this Jumbo hotfixes, especially if you don't have internet. So if you already have internet, a bunch of these are automatically updated from Checkpoint. And they are done whenever they feel like it, more or less. But if you don't have internet, you need to install this Jumbo hotfixes anyway, and you should keep to the recommended one. But I'm just saying that they include a bunch of stuff more. So if you're doing a support ticket to Checkpoint, one of the things that they will ask you to include is this output. Yes, so they are aware of all that you have. Actually, you include this output by doing a file, a CP info that you can send to TAC. Maybe that's a different video. Anyway, so we see here that we have the Jumbo hotfix. It's listed under the Gaia portal. It's listed under CP info -y space all. And hopefully now it has been up for 5 minutes. You see that the CPU is still running quite high. So I don't think that we can log in as of yet, but we can try it. You see it's using sometimes 500%, so 5 cores. I would guess this one needs about 10 minutes to actually power on all the services. Let's see. Loading application. Maybe it's done. I mean, it's empty. It doesn't have anything, so yeah, here you have the FWM process. I don't know if you managed to see that. That's the management process. So we got some new security tips, and this is something that is added within the Jumbo hotfix. They have some new functions. And if you want to check all the new functions for a specific Jumbo hotfix, you check here, and it's easy to take all resolved, and you see all the stuff here. So for example, the Web Smart Console got some new things, and it's take 90. And this is also something that we did see. So take 90 for the Web Smart Console. So if we go here and we do cp info while all, so take 90 for the Web Smart Console. So there are things included. But what did I wanted to show? Under gateways and services, it doesn't show easy here. And the reason why it doesn't show still is because it doesn't have internet. So it doesn't know what the recommended update is, what the recommended Jumbo is, even that we have downloaded the latest and greatest from Checkpoint, because it cannot verify it from Checkpoint's website. Maybe there are some way to see it within the Smart Console. I don't know. The way to do it is to check the CP info in CLI. That's the correct way to check what type of software you have installed on your Checkpoint devices. So I think that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.